right, gang, guess what time it is? It is time for Vlogmas 2020. If you don't know, I'm your boy Doc Rock. Before we dive in, I got a couple of tips that might just save your bacon and make your whole Vlogmas experience that much better. When it comes to being a content creator, a lot of this stuff is easy. A lot of this stuff is just the little details that will make your video that much better. So, first of all, let me give a shout out to everybody over in the Let's Get Live Facebook group who decided to be suckers and do Vlogmas with me for 2020. All right, I'm just kidding. What I really want to do is also send a shout out to my homeboy Rob Balasabas, because watching one of his early pre-roll vlog videos gave me the idea that this tip might just help people. Rob was out in his community, he was doing some shooting, and he had a little bit of weird sound going on with his phone. I'm recording with my phone too. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and just in case you're in a situation where your phone audio doesn't sound as nice as you want, I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Now listen to the audio and you tell me down in the comments if you think this audio sounds any better. What I'm using is one of my favorite tools and is handy for any creator or podcaster. If you're a creator or a podcaster and you ever need to sweeten your audio, but you don't want to get a degree in Shep Pettipone, you don't want to get a degree in Timbaland and how to mix your own stuff, using this simple tool will get you there. Now let's jump right over to my favorite website that will fix your audio, and it's Auphonic.com. Okay, we're editing. Let's just say we're done editing. In this particular case, I'm going to use Final Cut. This should work in just about any app that you have. You're just going to have to figure out how to do it in your app. Okay, what we're going to do. Here's my file in here, the file I recorded, and I'm going to show you how to export audio only. That's the key here. So we're going to click this little share icon up here in the top. We're going to go to master file. Okay, we're going to skip all the other settings because for this case, it's not important. Here under format, we want to make sure we come down to audio only. Now, in audio format, I tend to use AAC or WAV, but you theoretically could pick whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to go with WAV. I don't need chapter markers. I'll turn that off. And I don't want it to open in QuickTime after, just save only. So I'm going to go next. I'm going to save this to the desktop as, you can name it whatever you want. Put it in the desktop. Shortcut to get back to desktop is Command D. So I'll go ahead and save that file. Now we're going to jump over to Safari. Okay, we're going to go to auphonic.com. All right, you're going to come down here and click try Auphonic. I got one, so I'll log in. It's going to ask me for my username and password. Now we're in here. Now you can see I have some productions already done. We're going to teach you how to make a new production. But before we do that, let's go ahead and set up a new preset, because you're going to be busy all week and you're going to need to do this. As you can see, I have a Vlogmas preset. I'll just go ahead and 86 that so you guys can see it from the gate. I'm going to click new preset. I'm going to call this preset Vlogmas. Okay. I don't need an intro and outro. We're going to skip that. Later on, I'll do a full tutorial and explain what all of that unnecessary stuff means. I'm going to skip metadata because for YouTube, we don't need it. If we talk about podcasts, let me know in the comments and I'll show you how to make that later. But for right now, let's just keep this real simps. All right, we're going to go in the output file. I don't like MP3. I want a WAV. I want some sort of lossless format. For my particular case, I'm going to pick WAV 16-bit PCM. You can pick whatever you want. Now, I'm going to take this file and I'm going to append something to it so that I know that it's the right audio when I'm looking at my WAV files. I'm going to call it fixed, and I want to make sure that the file ending ends in WAV. Now, here's the key stuff. Here's what really matters. Even if you selected MP3 or something by accident, it doesn't matter for this case because we're going to YouTube, but let's just go ahead and show you this. I want all of these turned on. These are on by default, but just in case, just so you know, check them. We want adaptive leveler on. That makes your audio basically sound proper. Like it brings your level up. So when you start talking soft or you start talking loud, it kind of like evens it out. Call that a compressor, right? Then you got loudness normalizations. That takes out the really, really high stuff and the really, really low stuff, and it puts a bar on it. Let's call that a hard limiter, if you will. And then the filtering would be sort of your EQ, your high pass filter, your low pass filter. Get rid of that low bass. Really high. It kind of mellows that out. We don't really need to worry about noise and hum reduction here because I was mostly shooting in the house. I didn't have any 60 cycle hum, but sometimes you get like noise in your wires because you're too close to, say, a generator or something. This will help. I don't like the way it sounds, so I tend to leave that off. Here's the important one. Your loudness target. Nothing sucks more than you go to see that video that has the proper information and the audio is so low. I mean like so low you can't hear it. The key element for YouTube and podcasts is -16 loudness under full scale. We call that LUFS. Sometimes you'll see it as LKFS, but it's loudness under full scale. Okay. Now YouTube can go down to 14. It's actually up to 14. That's a different conversation, but I like 16. 14 is a little harsh. And as you guys know, my 16s are loud. So just leave it there. That's kind of the most common one. And this is best for mobile. You see that right here on the side? That's key. Mobile. Because that means you won't blast out somebody's iPhone speakers or Samsung speakers or really crappy Motorola speakers. It'll make it sound good. So we're going to save that as a preset. Boom. It's done. Now, let's go ahead and click this preset. And wait, I need to go into production. Sorry. We're going to add new production. Under new production, we're going to select the Vlogmas preset. For my file upload, I'm going to actually grab a file. You can grab files from the web or from Google Drive, but I'm going to upload this and it's on the desktop. So let's go to the desktop, grab that file, press choose for upload. You don't have to touch any of this because we already set the preset. You don't have to touch any of this, again, because we already set the preset. All you need to do is come down to the bottom and press start production. Okay. This wants to let me know that it's done. It tells me how much time I'm going to use. I have credits there. So we'll go ahead and let that upload the file. Let me take this time to remind you, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Now it's completed uploading. It's going to start processing. Your time between waiting and processing may be longer just due to the fact of like where you are in the process and what they have going on their servers in their day. Normally it's pretty quick. What I normally do during this part is go to TubeBuddy and fill out the description for my video. Okay, so let me go in here and show you what the original sound sounded like. All right, gang, guess what time it is? It is time for Vlogmas 2020. What it sounds like fixed. If you don't know, I'm your boy Doc Rock. Before we dive in, I got a couple of tips that might just save your bacon and make your whole Vlogmas experience that much better. You can see how when it comes to being a content creator, a lot of this stuff is easy. A lot of this stuff is just the little details that will make your video that much better. So, right, cool. First of all, all I need to do is download this track. Okay, once I download this file, I'm going to jump back over in the Final Cut and then show you what's up. Okay, so here we are back in Final Cut. All I need to do is grab my audio from the desktop and drag it in. It says fixed. I'm going to drag it into the bottom, line it up with the original to stick them together. I grab the original track and mute it. And then now it's all together. A lot of this stuff is easy. A lot of this stuff is just the little details that will make your video that much better. Wasn't that easy? Now you can see right now, this is the audio still sounding kind of funny, and with a quick flick of the fingers, now this is the audio sounding super sweet and as good as possible using Auphonic. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure you write down in the bottom in the comments and let me know how it goes for you. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you have a very successful Vlogmas 2020 and use this opportunity to get your gear up. So let's just get it twisted and let's get it going. Now, if you haven't jumped over to the Facebook group, the Let's Get Live Facebook group, make sure you do that. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button so you come back and see whatever kind of cool videos we got coming up. Vlogmas is going to be a blast, but also I got some new membership stuff popping off soon. So make sure you come and check that out. I hope you enjoyed this. Now check this next video so you know what else you need to do to have a successful Vlogmas 2020. Let's get it twisted.